This is the most economical dough I have ever made. A cheese-filled snack, super easy to make, and absolutely delicious. I'm sure you'll love this recipe. 10 grams of dry yeast. I add 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Now, I mix the sugar well with the yeast to activate it properly. I add 1 2 to 3 cups of warm water, which will help with fermentation. It's important that the water is warm, not hot, to avoid killing the yeast. Now I cover it with plastic wrap to create an ideal environment for the yeast to grow. I let it rest for about 15 minutes. After this time, our mixture has fermented well. I remove the plastic wrap and now add 1/3 cup of oil. Then, I add salt to taste to enhance the flavor of the dough. I mix lightly to integrate the ingredients well. Now I will add the all-purpose flour. In total, I use 5 1/2 cups of flour, but I will add it gradually. I mix with a spatula as much as possible. When the dough becomes thicker, I add the remaining flour. At this point, the dough has a more consistent texture. Now I will mix with my hands to knead it better. You just need to integrate the ingredients well, without over-kneading. Done. I have incorporated all the flour. The dough looks like this. Now I will let it rest. I cover it with a clean cloth so it ferments properly. I let it rest for about 40 minutes, or until it doubles in size. Look at how much the dough has risen. It is super light and fluffy. It feels very soft to the touch. Now I will take it out and transfer it to the work surface. I sprinkle a little all-purpose flour on the surface to prevent sticking. I place the dough on the floured table. As you can see, the dough is very soft. And now, I will roll it out with a rolling pin. I stretch it gently, pulling it to the sides to open it evenly. Done, the dough is well rolled out. Now, I cut the edges to give it a more rectangular and uniform shape. This way, the final result will be neater and more even. I remove the excess dough from the sides. I spread cream cheese over the entire surface of the dough. I distribute it well so that each portion has enough filling. I used a 7-ounce container of cream cheese. Now, I place the slices of ham. I spread them well to cover the entire dough. Then, I add the mozzarella cheese slices on top. This way, the filling will be well balanced and delicious. I cover the entire surface with cheese. Done. Now, I roll the dough carefully. I start folding it gently to keep it firm. I roll it up little by little, pressing lightly to shape the snack. It is important to press it well so that it does not open while baking. Once rolled, I trim the ends where there is only dough without filling. Now, I cut it into portions about 2 fingers wide. Each piece will become a delicious stuffed snack. Look at how beautiful they are. This recipe is simply amazing. Now, after cutting them, I place them on the baking tray. I have already greased the tray with butter and flour to prevent sticking. I distribute the snacks on the tray, leaving a little space between them. Now, I brush the tops with egg yolk. To finish, I sprinkle some oregano on top. Now, I bake them in a preheated oven at 400-degree Celsius for about 20 minutes. And look, I just took them out of the oven. They are golden and beautiful. The melted cheese makes them look even more irresistible. A soft, well-filled, and delicious snack. I'm sure you'll love this recipe.